Hello and welcome back to MFAC Coaching. I am going to do a plan with me today. I have an idea in mind. I have no idea if this idea is going to work. So hopefully we'll at least have some fun while I try something. So if that interests you, I encourage you to stick around. All right, so here's my idea. I want to make this middle section like the Thanksgiving Day table. Fill it with a bunch of food. This is a Pip Sticks sticker sheet from November of last year. And I have just some limited pens. I am in Mammoth, so I only have limited supplies with me, but I think I've got enough that's gonna make this work. So we'll just see how this works. I don't know. I honestly do not know how well this will work. I need to continue this line, and I don't have a ruler or anything with me, so we're just gonna try and line up the line to the paper. Yeah, see? There we go. Not great, but that's okay. That is okay. We are gonna make it work. It's just a start anyway. There we go. So that I can hopefully make it look straight. All right, I have a couple mild liners here and a pen. So we're just gonna use them to create a table of sorts. We're gonna see how this works. No one said I can draw straight, and this is why. All right. Also have to work hard not to mark on this table, as it is not my table. Oh man. All right, well, this is coming to you the week of Thanksgiving. So we're gonna do a Thanksgiving spread. Thanksgiving has always been one of my favorite holidays, but probably because it's related, it's like really close to my birthday. So my birthday is the 29th. And so it's never falls on Thanksgiving, but always around Thanksgiving. So I always get to have people around for in my life. And that's always fun. It's always nice to have friends and family around for your birthday. So I've always been spoiled like that. So I think that's one of the reasons I've always loved Thanksgiving. I also love Thanksgiving because I'm a huge proponent of gratitude. No, gratitude is not going to fix your life, but if you can give yourself, help yourself with seeing things that you are thankful for more often, you are just more likely to be happier. Because it's essentially a form of training your brain to see happiness in your life. I think we'll just leave it with that. Trying to decide if I want to take this out one more, but I think I'll just leave it there. So that's gonna be our Thanksgiving table. I was gonna add just a little bit of grain to this table with this pen, just for some depth. May not be necessary, but we're gonna do it because I can. So maybe it looks a little bit more like wood now. Also have this one. I don't know if this will do anything. Not really, but you know, little depth, never a bad thing. While this is the week of Thanksgiving, and we're gonna talk about Thanksgiving in this video, I don't want that to be my total focus. So my point of saying that you essentially train yourself to find happiness in your life is that a lot of things, like, what am I trying to say? I am not trying to be what could be called toxically positive. If there are things that suck in your life, if you have reasons to be miserable, I am by no means telling you to ignore that. That is not the point of gratitude. It's not the point of giving thanks. That said, I've been thinking a lot lately about emotional validation and why people feel the need to have their emotions be validated. And I want to, well, I've just come to the conclusion, I guess, that sometimes I wonder if when we ask for our feelings to be validated, if we're just, like, what would happen when people don't validate those feelings? And in other words, can I be curious about why I'm looking for such validation? And when I ask for validation, can I be open to someone saying, no, your feelings are actually not validated? You know, and that doesn't mean that you didn't feel what you felt, because of course you did. However, it does mean that maybe there's, just can't decide, I really, that maybe there's, your feelings were not accurate to what actually happened. So I think of emotions as data. Emotions are telling us something, and we do want to pay attention to that. It is important to pay attention to what our emotions are telling us. However, I also believe it is important for us to recognize that our emotions may or may not be telling us everything. They're not the whole story. They're never the whole story. And in large part because they can't be the whole story. Because we are more than our emotions. That isn't to say that our emotions are not important, because of course our emotions are important. But we are not just what we feel. Sometimes we are even more than our emotions. And I think it's helpful for us to sometimes be reminded that maybe our emotions are not everything. But, man, does that feel uncomfortable. And, I don't know, just not like a lot of fun. Nobody wants to be told that their emotions are not valid. But at the same time, maybe that is important to recognize that our feelings are telling us something that may or may not actually be true, may or may not be reality. Okay, I'm having some fun with this. I feel like there's gonna be some like empty space up here, and I'm going to wish I had a banner maybe to put up there. We'll see. Okay, I have some other stickers that I'm gonna use down the side here in some way, shape, or form, kind of like that. So, as in other words, can you think about emotions as data, of course? And as we all know, data can be manipulated. But can you essentially stay curious enough about yourself to be able to say that what I feel may not be the most accurate representation of what is happening around me? And then to also ask yourself, why am I feeling the way I am feeling? And be open to different answers. Because I know, everyone, there's a lot of, discussion about, people gaslighting, being, to ignore somebody else's emotions or literally tell them that they feel something different. And that is not what I'm talking about here. So you've got to be careful with the people that you talk to when you are asking for validation for your emotions. But if you find yourself doing that, I do encourage you to ask yourself kind of, if I ask, so essentially to say to yourself, if I ask for validation and someone tells me it's not validated, will I be okay with that answer? And if the answer is no, if the answer is you are asking a question for a specific answer, it's, that's okay, but it's also problematic. If you're going to ask a question to somebody, you've got to really allow them to answer those questions. It's not particularly fair, so to speak, to ask a question and then get upset when you don't get the answer that you wanted. All right, I am having a lot of fun with this. I do need to get some boxes down. I pulled out some boxes from this Fall Icons Calva Plans sticker book because they matched pretty well with the colors already on the spread. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out some of those boxes to put on this spread. Let's see, I grabbed a navy blue, but there's no navy blue yet in the spread, so I'm gonna put this back. All right, here we go. All right, so there are some boxes now. Okay, I don't have my thing to make lines, so I'm not going to be able to do that today. I think I want to add some sort of banners and maybe some decoration under here. I'm not sure. We could got some of these leaves and pumpkins. I think, however, though, I just want to add that leaf there. Found this sticker. I think I'm gonna reinforce the idea of this going on over here. And then we'll just white this out. And then I'll just use that to write. Trying to see if there's any other dots or anything that I want to add. These yellow dots. Might be good to add a little bit more of those for a few more places to write. Okay, now I just need to find some banners. All right, I grabbed the Happy Planner Celebrate because I know it has some banners. They're not quite in the right colors. At least not that I've found so far, although this one, these could work. All right, let's see if we can get those on. I really find banners the hardest to place. Okay, I think I'm gonna call this done. Trying to see if I thought there needed to be some things in these little boxes, these two right here, something here maybe, but I think I'm just gonna leave it, let that space breathe. I can always add more later if I need. So there you go. This is my Thanksgiving spread. And, you know, to summarize, I just want to encourage you to think about when you are asking for validation for your emotions, are you allowing for the answer to be no? Because if you're not, then you need to open up your curiosity, because you will never allow the people around you to help you understand how an interaction may have occurred or why it occurred. And this is, of course, particularly important at Thanksgiving when you're with your family. And a lot of us, we have these you know, there's people who just have struggles with their families, and even with their friends. And so I just want to encourage you to be curious about your own emotions, and to, you know, be, of course, I encourage an attitude of gratitude, so to speak, but if that's not the season you're in, that's okay. Just embrace your emotions, but also embrace the curiosity about why they might be there. All right, that's my dog's way of saying I gotta go. So have a good one. Bye.